Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is a Legacy School Literacy lesson for week 6, part 2. For this lesson, all you'll need is your Checkpoint 1 textbook from page 23 to 24, and then your workbook, page 11. So we have a pretty straightforward lesson today. It's about punctuation, more specifically full stops and capital letters. So we all know how to use full stops and capital letters, but let's just do a quick review. It's a pretty short lesson. We only have 2 exercises. So a sentence is a group of words which begins with capital letters and ends with full stops. We all know this. It can also end in an exclamation mark or a question mark, and every sentence always contains a main verb. A full stop is used to mark the end of a sentence. Sometimes full stops are actually called periods, mostly in American English. They also give us an example here. It was the start of the holidays and the sun was shining brightly. For once, Lee did not want to stay in bed and go back to sleep. So there are 2 full stops, so those are 2 sentences. Here are 2 separate statements, each containing a main verb and each written with a different subject. It is therefore correct to show the pause between them by using a full stop. If there wasn't a full stop there, then the information would become very confusing. We wouldn't know when the beginning of a piece of information started or when it ended. So it says try to think in complete sentences when you are writing, so that you become used to using full stops whenever you complete a particular unit of sense or one piece of information. One of the most common mistakes of confusion for a reader is when the writer has not used full stops correctly. All right, so let's go on to our activity. You're going to rewrite the following extract in your literacy copybook. So it says rewrite the following extract from A Guide to the English City of Brighton, putting the full stops in capital letters where necessary. There should be 10 full stops in total. So after the full stop, the next letter, of course, should be capitalized. So Brighton is on the south coast of the United Kingdom, about 50 minutes by train from London. Brighton has always been a place of fun. So I think here, between London and Brighton, there should be a full stop, because that is one unit of information. Where Brighton is located and how far it is from London. All right? So you're going to read through the rest of the text. It continues on to the next page. And add all the full stops in capital letters where they need to be. Remember, there are going to be 10 in total. And then you're going to open up your workbook to page 11. We're going to do pretty much the same thing, except we're also going to divide into paragraphs here. So it says the following passage is taken from A History of Port Royal, the famous haunt of Caribbean pirates. However, all the full stops have been removed. Number 1, read the passage carefully and insert full stops in capital letters where you think they should go. Number 2, this passage originally consists of 2 paragraphs. Decide where the first paragraph ends and the second begins. Then mark the place in the text with a highlighter or a line. So you don't have to rewrite this text. You're just going to answer in the booklet itself. All right, I think that is clear enough. If you have any other questions, you can always ask me on the Seesaw app. Good luck, and I can't wait to see your work.